So I just went on my balcony a few minutes ago, just for a few seconds, and it is quite smoky outside right now. It's, I think, the worst day that we've had here in Melbourne so far. It's not like terrible, like you can still breathe, but it's definitely uncomfortable and you can feel the smoke in the air. So yeah, it's pretty bad, and it's very heartbreaking to see this happening in Melbourne as well. Okay, hi, my name is Alina and I am a 19-year-old from Finland, and I've lived in Melbourne, Australia since August last year, and this is just a quick update on what is happening here right now, because it is unlike anything I've ever seen before, and from what I've understood is also unlike anything anyone else has seen before either. So if you honestly have no idea what is happening in Australia right now, I recommend you search it up a little bit. There are heaps of posts and news and everything you can find on it that will give you a better idea of all of it, rather than just seeing one person's point of view, one person's experience with it. So in a nutshell, what is happening is that ever since September, there have been these huge bushfires going around in Australia, especially on the east coast, more there than here in Victoria, but still. So bushfires are not uncommon in Australia, but they're usually not on this scale, because the fires now are just huge, massive, and very uncontrollable. People have died and homes have been destroyed, and there's a huge area that's completely scorched, and wildlife is dying. People have had to evacuate their hometowns. It's just a massive, terrible thing. That's what is happening here. Even the big cities, especially Sydney, but now Melbourne as well, are covered in smoke, and the air quality is just very low. I am personally one of the lucky ones, because I live in the inner suburbs of Melbourne, and the likelihood of me encountering actual flames is very small. And also Victoria hasn't had bad fires until recently, unlike, for example, New South Wales that has been burning for months. But even more so, I am one of the lucky ones, because Australia is not my country, because I have a way out. If things get bad, I can be on the next flight out to Finland, but not everyone has that choice. Not everyone has a home, a life waiting for them in another country in case things go south. And if they lose everything, they really do lose everything. Yeah, it's just very intense and heartbreaking to see all of this happening, especially with having some Australian friends, some of which drove up to New South Wales for Christmas, and I really worried for their safety. Or when one of my friends told me that she worries for her family because there's only one way out of the farm that they live on. Or when another friend told me that some of her friends from back home are volunteering at the fires. I just can't even imagine. So I guess what I'm saying is that this kind of terrible thing is happening because of us, because of global warming, climate change, and these kind of things will keep happening unless we do everything in our power to stop them. And yeah, I don't know, I don't have any solutions for this. I just know what I see, and what I see is very unnerving. And yeah, if you want to know more, there's heaps of videos, photos, information online, even links that you can use to donate if you want to help. And yeah, I just needed to talk about this. And the fires, they're just one example of what kind of things happen when we don't do enough to fight climate change. And now I guess I just hope that things will take a turn for better soon, and there's still hope. I mean, there's always hope.